Alright, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Cox, aka Antonio V1226. Pardon me if my voice is a little, if it doesn't sound the same. I recently went to a game the other night, and how basketball games are, they get intense, and we were all yelling and screaming. You know what I'm saying? But just excuse my voice for the most part. But I will be trying to say things as clear as possible so that there will be no misconfusion or anything. But this is my raw review for the 11/28 2011 edition of Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it. So we get the introduction of Roddy Piper, the Hall of Famer. He comes out for a segment of his legendary Piper's Pit. He comes out and he talks to the crowd about how his energy, whenever the fans would boo him, he would do bad things. Whenever they would cheer him, he would do good things, but it was all about the energy from the fans. He was talking about how he was able to become a Hall of Famer without even being the WWE champion because of the crazy antics and things he did, which he's right. I can't really recall a big name that couldn't come off the top of my head that is a big name and is either a WWE Hall of Famer or a future Hall of Famer that hasn't been WWE champion. There isn't a name that really stands out. And I went back and looked at some videos, and I'm trying to do my research and really go back and look at old videos. But as of right now, I don't have a name that can come off the top of my head except for Roddy Piper. But he was just talking about that, and then he introduced his guest for the night, which was John Cena. Now Cena comes out as usual, and he gets mixed reactions from the fans, boos, cheers. Some people just saying we want Ryder. It was just crazy. But Roddy really wanted to talk to Cena about his the things, the boos and the cheers from the fans. So he brought up Madison Square Garden, and he was saying how that was nothing compared to when he went to ECW, when he went to Toronto to face Edge, and he mentioned another place, but I forgot the name of it. He was saying how that was nothing compared to all those times. He was saying Madison Square Garden was a cakewalk, piece of cake, basically. But then Roddy was like, but wait a minute, when you step into Miami, Florida, it's going to be totally different. Roddy basically wanted Cena to let the fans know. He wanted Cena to get off his chest what he had been thinking about the fans and what he didn't like about them. And Roddy mentioned how Cena had said about how The Rock comes back one day and the fans love him, but Cena's here every single day busting his butt. But Roddy wanted Cena to speak on that because if you're man enough to come out there and say that, you obviously were saying that to say something to the fans. You were trying to say, okay, well, I'm here every day, but Rock's not. You were obviously trying to say something, but not say nothing to the fans. So obviously you have animosity to the fans. You have a little confusion, a little anger built up toward the fans that boo you. And you don't know why they're booing you. So you have a little something on your mind, obviously, but he didn't want to say that. And Roddy was trying to get him to say it. He was like saying, I've watched your whole career. Your boos have gotten stronger and stronger, bigger and bigger as the years went by. I know for a fact you. And then he said about how Cena, you're the face. You are the face of the WWE. I really wanted him to keep going, but Cena cut him off. He was saying, you're the face of the WWE. You are the man. You are the go-to guy. And Roddy wanted Cena to go off on the fans, but Cena went on to say, well, look at read my shirt. Rise above hate. And Cena was just saying, whether he gets booed in Miami, whether he gets cheered in Miami, he's going to go in Miami and he's going to give his best, and that's it, But Roddy really wanted Cena to still express to those fans that didn't, or who are going to boo him, or who don't like him. He wanted Cena to go off on them and basically express himself. But Cena wasn't having it. So Roddy he decides to slap him. wheels him across the face, and Cena gets pissed, throws his hat down. You know, then he hands Rowdy back his ring, his Hall of Fame ring, which Rowdy had given to him earlier. But Cena decides to walk out. He leaves the ring, and he, as on his way up the ramp, he, you know, takes out his dog tags, you know, those military dog tags, and I guess he kisses them, showing, you know, I still have loyalty and respect for the fans, for the armed forces, the kids. You know, I'm not going to do anything that I guess would, you know, go against his shirt and everything he stands for. So, you know, hey, whatever. I really don't give a damn. I really wanted to see Cena, you know, take it to that level. Hopefully, but with them starting this segment, he may, you know, take it there. But I'll be talking about that in another video, possibly. Oh my God. The Morrison send-off. WWE really pisses me off with this send-off. They did, quite frankly, the worst send-off ever. Here we have Morrison coming out, you know, intro music and everything, and from out of nowhere, The Miz attacks him. Miz starts to beat his leg, well, I guess it's steel pipe, but eventually the refs get out there and they take it from him. Now, Morrison is a ballsy son of a bitch, because Morrison decides, you know what, I'm not going to go out like that. I'm still going to fight. And Morrison and The Miz have a match. I guess it was a Fall Count Anywhere match. Yeah, it was. And Miz proceeds to get a kendo stick and wails on Morrison, but then Morrison gets it and he starts beating the hell out of Miz with it. And then they proceed to go up the ramp, and Miz hits that skull-crushing finale on Morrison, and then the ref looks at Morrison and decides that Morrison's knocked out, and he ain't getting back up. So the referee decides, that's it, the match is over, Miz won, we only need a pinfall. Miz proceeds to go 1, 2, 3, you know, and then gets his arm raised. But I didn't like this send-off at all. I may do a video talking about it, who knows. But, then The Miz cuts a promo talking about how he is just destructive or whatever. Then we have the Divas match. I think what I just did right there lasted longer than that Divas match. I mean, horrible. Horrible. I liked how Beth and Natalya came and jogged around the ring, because they basically were probably saying, you know, people would rather jog, exercise, than to watch the Divas matches nowadays. I don't know what their symbolism for jogging around the ring was, but that's what they were saying. That YouTube promo came up again. This was second 2012 this time. And then we got a Sheamus promo. But I will be coming to you guys with part 2 of my Raw review, so stay tuned.